Hi, for those that don't know me, my name is Peter Moss and I'm creating a series of free ukulele lessons to give you that playing edge. Now, if you're new here to the YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. It is absolutely free and that way you'll be kept abreast of all the latest releases. But for now, let's jump into this one. You know, I've been very fortunate to appear at festivals both in the UK and around the world, and to a lot of ukulele groups. And you know what the funny thing is? Wherever you go in the world, there are certain tunes that keep appearing. Can you guess what they are? Yep, so we've got Delilah, we've got Folsom Prison Blues. Oh, there's a whole string of them. I'm sure everybody has got the same book with a different cover on it. Anyway, what I decided to do was try and embellish some of these tunes, because the way they're written, they're okay. They get everybody singing, everybody playing, but I just wondered if I could just embellish them a little bit, just to give you that playing edge. Last time around, I did a version of You Are My Sunshine with a few alternate chords and things. And today going to be looking at an Elvis Presley absolutely smash hit for him, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. So the same thing applies. We're going to take the bass version, then we're going to sort of add a few little embellishments and things, and hopefully, as I say, give you the edge. Anyway, what we're going to do then is press right along and have a look at some of those chords. Now, the first chords that you saw in there or heard was the F, yeah, then the A minor, and then the D minor, which is wise men say. Now, those type of chords are majors and minors, and the thing is, when you've got a major and a minor, they're basically made up of three components: a first, third and fifth, or a first, flat and third and fifth. But hey, forget the technical stuff. Basically, those chords have three elements only, and you have four strings. So what actually happens if I actually play that chord of A minor, let's do the first one, a chord of F. Yeah, we've got this going on. Now, if I was to play each of those strings, two of them are repeated because there's only three needed. So the three that are needed are, and this extra one that's on this string number one, why repeat it? So why not put something else in or change the octave a little bit? Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pull forward a little bit. So there's my F chord there, and I'm going to pop on with my pinky as if I'm playing a chord of C at the same time. Can you see that? So with my pinky, I've got that on there. If you're unsure of the fingering, just check on the chord diagram, which will be above. Okay, so I've got an F and a C at the same time. We're going to call it F plus C for now. It sounds like this. So we've got, so although they're not four completely different things, we have got two different octaves going on rather than having the same note in unison on strings 1 and 4. Now, the same thing can be applied to the A minor. So let me show you that. We've got the A minor shape on there, and I'm just going to play each of those strings. We have, again, listen to that, 1 and 4 are the same. Now, it just so happens that we can do the same thing as we did with the F chord, that is to pop on a C at the same time. Okay, again, if you're unsure, have a look at the chord diagram for the fingering. So we've got an A minor and a C at the same time. Okay, it sounds like this. Yeah, and the next one in the sequence was the D minor, so that sounds like this. Guess what's happened? We've got the same thing happening. We've got this on here and this on the first string. Exactly the same thing. Why don't we pop on the C again? So we've got a D minor and a C. Sounds like this. Now, this has a posh name. This is called a D minor 7th. There you go. You've learnt something today. So D minor 7th instead of a D minor. So this was the old way of the three chords, the first three chords in the piece. We've got the F, and we've got the A minor, and we've got the D minor. But now, by putting the C on as well, they sound like this. Now, when you're playing within a group, that sounds wonderful. It's just got that little bit more pizzazz about it. Yeah, it sounds really nice. Now, the next thing I want to look at is the next chord along, which is B flat. Everybody hates B flat. So let's see if we can help out and also make it sound really good on the uke. Now, a B flat looks like that, as you all know, and for some people really struggle with doing that. So what I'm going to do is give you a cheat. All right, so I'm going to ask you to take off what's on the fourth string like that. So it's everything a B flat was with that taken off the fourth string. So I'm covering strings 1 and 2 there, just the same as a B flat, and I'm covering that string 3 just like I was doing a B flat, but there's nothing on this open G string. And that's called G minor 7th. Okay, now every time from here on you see things like an F or an A minor or a D minor, I want you to put that C on as well. And whenever there's a B flat, I want you to just do that. Okay, so I'm going to just play you the first few chords then, and just let's see how it sounds. So we got wise, men, say, only fools, rush, in. Okay, now there's something else I can do there. What I can do is I can do what's called a C sus4. Whoa, that sounds good, doesn't it? So with our pinky again, we're going to leave that on the C, and on the second string, first fret, we're going to pop that on there. Again, if you can't quite see it because I'm far away, I'll put a chord diagram up there for you. Great chord. So what have we got? If we go wise men, wise man say, only fools rush in. So on the word in, so half of that bar is going to be with it on, and then the other two are going to be with it off. Okay, let me do that again. 3, 4. Wise men say, only fools rush in. Hey, let's carry on. So we're going back to that B flat, but we're not going to do B flat. We're going to do that one, the G minor 7th for I. Yeah, then can't help. Back to the G minor 7th, falling in, and F with C, love with you. So let's recap. So every time you find the F chord, we're going to play an F with a C. Every time you got an A minor chord, it's an A minor with a C. Every time there's a D minor chord, you're going to play a D minor, you guessed it, with a C. The B flat now has become G minor 7th. Sounds like that. Okay, and the only other thing that we've done is we've put the C sus4 there. So that's on the word in, fools rush in. So what I'm going to do then is just play it and just sing along and add a little bit of echo. Oh, it sounds good. Right, so this is it. Wise men say, only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. This time I'm going to do it without the vocals, you'll be glad to hear. So starting right from the very first word, which would be wise. 1, 2, 3, go. Fantastic. If you've done that, really well done. There's just one more thing I want to do, and it's right on the last line where it goes, falling in love with you. And we can do what's called a triplet there. Now, what on earth is a triplet? A triplet is 3 beats that fits into 2. So you got 1, 2, but in that time of 1, 2, we're going to fit 1, 2, 3. Yes, honestly, it does work. You actually do sing it if you actually follow it through the Elvis Presley version. So you're going to actually play what you sing on those words, falling in love. So let's just go from wise men say only fools rush in. Here we go. Go here. But I can't help falling in love with you. So as you sing falling in love, you play exactly the same thing as you're singing the same time. So we've got falling in love with you. Let's do it. 1, 2. Falling in love with you. Yeah, let's do it again. 2 in. 1, 2. Falling in love with you. So why don't we play all of that verse with all the additions and stick the old echo, co on again. And it sounds like this. Here we go. Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. If you've managed that, fantastic. Going to take a short break there, and then we'll go into the middle section. Right, so we're now into the midsection of this piece, and it's very, very simple because it goes literally from A minor to E7. Then it repeats. And again. Okay, so remember when we did in the verse part where we had the A minor and we had 2 notes exactly the same? We didn't want to do that. We want to add our C. So we're going to do the same, make it the A minor 7th. So now we've got and then we're going to go back to the A minor 7, followed by a D7. Now it should be B flat now, but we're going to take that finger off just like we did in the verse. Yep, and now we have an absolute killer chord. It's called a C augmented. Are you ready? So it's a C with the pinky, and with my index finger I'm going to pop that on there, which is on the 4th string, 1st fret. If I'm too far away with the video, have a look at the chord diagram that's on the screen now. What a great chord. And an augmented chord is basically a leading chord that takes you into something, and that one quite nicely takes us back into F, which will be the next verse along. But let's concentrate now on the chorus part, or the bridge, whatever you want to call it. So we got, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Yeah, okay. This time I'm not going to sing. I just did it so you'd know where I was. So starting from the 1st chord, A minor 7th, and I won't sing. You'd be glad to hear. 2, 3, 4. So those last 4 chords are going from A minor 7th to D7 to G minor 7 to C augmented. Might take a little bit of practice that, and when you are practicing this tune, take little snippets, take 2 bars at a time, and that's a really good section to actually practice. So starting from the A minor we have. Do you want to do that with me? Okay, so from the A minor, the last 4 chords, 2, 3, 4. So far we've been looking at what could be done with the left hand just to embellish some of those chords, make them more melodic, and we've done some passing chords as well, like the... And they're only little changes, but they make such a difference, don't they? But now what I'm going to do is have a look at the right hand as an alternative from just going... So what I'd like us to do is to hold the chord of F major, just like that, okay? And I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit, okay? So I'd like to show you the first 3 parts of this stroke. So we're going to go down with the thumb, then up with the pad of the index finger, and then take that index finger down. So we got... So the first one is a bit longer than the other 2, so we got... I'm going to count to 4, and let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what else happens there? So we've got... Now we've got 2 downs happening, but we're going to do it with our thumb. Yeah, so that sounds like... Yeah, it's building, okay. Again, just keep the chord of F on for now. So it sounds, I'll do it again. So there's actually 3 downs together there, but 2 of them are with the thumb. So we're going to go down with the thumb, up with the pad of the finger, down with the nail of the index finger, followed by further 2 downs with the thumb. Sounds like... Can we do that together? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, again, 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. Now, to finish the whole thing off, we're going to basically go up, down again with our index finger. So up with the pad of the index finger and down with the nail of the index finger. So the whole thing together sounds like this. Now that last one's slightly longer, yeah? So we got... Then it starts again. Let me put 2 or 3 end on end. 3, 4. Get the idea? Do you want to do it with me? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Now I could have done it this way with all the downs with my index finger, but it doesn't sound as good. It's the same rhythm, but I think using your thumb and also your index finger as well, it adds something to it. So we've got... So I'm just going to pull back a little bit and just going to be playing the first few chords of this piece using that strumming. So we've got, with the F with the C, of course, 3, 4. many of you forgot to put that triple in, Dad? So should we try and do all of the first verse using that strum? So one more time before we start. It's okay, 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, of course, in the middle bit, it's exactly the same. So we've got going from the A minor to the E7. So we've got to go. Fantastic. So even I can play a wrong chord now and again. We're all human, aren't we? So the idea of this today was to take a straightforward piece that everybody knows. You've probably played it 3,000 times out of the ukulele books as one of those popular tunes such as Wagon Wheel or Delilah or one of the many. But hopefully this has just shed a whole new light on the piece by doing just little things just to embellish those chords and also what we're doing with our right hand. I hope you've enjoyed this. Now there is something else which I do which goes more in depth, and basically it takes what we've just done and it takes it to a different level, because we can do in my other tutorial site this sort of thing. That's it. It's to put the actual melody together with the chords as well. Now that would be too complicated to do just with one camera. So what I actually do, the system is actually on Patreon, and I have a site there called Ukulele Shortcuts. And if you go to Ukulele Shortcuts, you will find a melody version of this. Also, to make it easier, I do have two cameras on Ukulele Shortcuts. So instead of me moving backwards and forwards, you've got one on my ugly mug and you've got another one, a real close-up on the ukulele. So it makes it a lot easier. And also with Patreon, you get the worksheet as well. So something physical to work with. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're interested in Patreon, I'll put a link down below so you can have a look. And but until the next time, I hope you've enjoyed this. You all take care. Stay safe. Ta-ra!